Hello, lovely people. This is Robin D, and well, welcome back to another somewhat Minecraft video. So, the first few minutes of this video, I actually want to use to, kind of outline a few things that I have got roughly planned for the near future for things in terms of YouTube, because recently I have not really had any time to make any content on this platform, but I kind of still want to do something here, but I don't quite exactly know yet how I want to go about that. So yeah, I have two things that I want to do. One of them is, well, some more Minecraft videos, especially now with 1.14 being out. I kind of want to start a 1.14 survival world where I once in a while go in and do something. So like get some scaffolding or use some scaffolding to do something, or go on the hunt for pandas, or I don't know what. And this I will possibly try to do on my second channel, which at this point in time is called Second Nature Pig. I don't know if I will rename it, but potentially not. And here on this channel, where this video, which will possibly be the last or second to last Minecraft video ever to go up on this channel, I want to do some things more related to the city of Vienna, and I have something planned on which I'm also at this point in time kind of working on. And when I think that it's ready and good looking and well done enough, then I will publish that here and hopefully kind of get this channel into a direction of things that I want to do. I just want to briefly talk about content on this channel from like the far past. So I have now at this point in time unlisted most of my older videos, just because, yeah, they would just be a lot of clutter on the channel page if someone tries to find at some point my newer content, and then they have to like scroll through many year-old videos. That's not really useful. So I have unlisted them. They shouldn't show up on my video page, but I have made playlists in which they should show up. So that way you could still watch my old videos, but they are not using up additional space on the main channel page. And yeah, then I'm going to make some other videos on this channel, mostly then related to Vienna. And basically I made this channel, I think now 3 years ago, or maybe 4, to make a certain type of content. And of that type of content I made 2 videos. And while most of my other videos that I made on this channel either got 1 like or 2 likes or 0 likes, those 2 videos, those 2 videos, which were supposed to be what my content on this channel would be, got 3 dislikes. Yeah, so apparently I would have been the only person that actually wants to produce or watch this type of content, which would have been basically just list content. So that isn't doing very well, I see. So I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, as I said, currently working on something that's not necessarily a list, but close to it, close enough that I'm interested in it, and hopefully also far enough away from it that other people don't actively go to the video to dislike it. Yeah. So that is so far the plan for those channels. And for what you currently see on your screen in this footage, that is testing out my 1.13.2 survival world in 1.14. And as you might see, things don't go particularly smoothly here. So yeah, the loading took a long time, and then a lot of chunks which is simply not loading in. This is the quality that this release is currently in. And I hope that by playing a new 1.14 world at some point, possibly when 1.14.1 comes out, I hope those issues will be mostly resolved, because if not, then I don't see that game succeeding any further from such a thing. So as you can see, there is still quite a lot of lag. So let's actually try the optimize world option, if that helps in the slightest, because I just stepped on this pressure plate and this closed like seconds later. So taking the world straight from 1.13 into 1.14, terrible. Also this, terrible. We are not counting crows here, we are counting chunks. I'll be back when this is done. Also, before I stop the recording, I'm going to start a stopwatch so that we know how long it actually took. So stopping recording and starting stopwatch right now. So the clock has just reached 10 minutes since I stopped the recording and started the stopwatch. So I haven't checked the overall time that this whole thing took, but I will definitely tally this up at the end. But it definitely took longer than 10 minutes. However, I don't think it was quite as bad as 22 minutes. So I guess this whole thing ran a bit quicker than 100 chunks per second. But now we're almost there. And there we are. And that is 10 minutes 51 seconds since I stopped the recording before, so I guess something close to 15 minutes you should take time to optimize your world for Minecraft 1.14. However, let's have a look now if it actually helped in any capacity. I don't know what those sounds are. What are those sounds that you hear there? Oh, those are the sounds of item frames popping off, but not actually popping off. Right. That seems to be a bug that still exists, so great. Anyway, nope, that clearly didn't help anything. The redstone is still that laggy. So I'm better off opening and closing the door. That's great. That's wonderful. But yeah. So this is just me at this point in time checking out my 1.13.2 survival world in 1.14, because I did a few things which I planned to then use when 1.14 comes around, but I've since changed my plans and said this world is going to be retired and I'm going to start a new one for 1.14. Now, this survival world I didn't make any videos on. I just played this casually. So as you can see, they're like pretty weird contraptions everywhere. Here's my Boney Horsey. I kind of chose the worst name possible, and here comes the lag spike that I had actually been expecting before, when I first opened this world. It didn't happen then, it happened now. Okay. So now, potentially the whole thing could be caught up. So let's have a look how quick this redstone sounds now. No, that's... well... it does occasionally fire more rapidly, but still not great. And how does the pressure plate one look? Okay, I mean... yeah, that's not good. How does the golden pressure plate go? Huh. I guess this could still work, but... yeah, but how... but the wooden... well, yes, the deactivating of the pressure plate is slightly slower, but not awfully so at this point in time. And yeah, because I kind of figured that things from 1.14 to 1.14 would get quite laggy, I have, and out of some other reasons, I have decided that I'm not going to keep playing on this world. However, there are a few things that I still want to do. So, first of all, I want to make a grindstone. Now, if I kind of remember this correctly, it's like slabs and fence posts. Oh, I see. Okay. That's a possible reason why I didn't have this. Yes, you need a stone slab specifically. So now I should have it here. And this thing is now going to help me do one of the things that I did things for, but didn't get down to doing them. I think I'm just going to be... okay, so somewhere here, I have got a book which has far too many enchantments on to ever put it onto anything. So as soon as I can find this book, I want to put it in the grindstone. I don't think it is this one, but that's also a quite thick one. Or maybe it is that one. Could be. But I definitely had one where there were like 6 or 8 enchantments on and you can't use that for anything. But I think this should do. So let's just put the stone here. Take the book. And... yeah. Easy levels. And especially if you do AFK fishing and have this collection, then... yeah, those are my mending books. And yeah, yes, this is the book that's totally silly. So let's actually get my XP score at this point in time. And I want to the points. So 13 experience points on level 12. And now we put this monstrosity in. And we now have 2 experience points on level 17. Whatever that is, it's quite nice for just putting in one book that you made out of a few others for possibly more levels, depending if you got quite a few, like with like multiple enchantments from like AFK fishing or something, then that is actually quite good. So this one, yeah, okay, so at the height of level 17 it like doesn't do much, but to get you up there, a few books are enough to get quite a lot of XP. So for mending, I think this is going to be the like new big deal. And at some point I'm just gonna de-enchant all of those books and see what I can get out of that. And I think I'm going to do that then from like level 0, so that I really know how much this could give me. And another thing I wanted to do, and which I now actually need to try out, because as far as I know, in the full release it has been nerfed, is in here. Yeah. So in these snapshots there was this wonderful saturation stew, which was able to give you quite a lot of saturation. Well, they have nerfed that. So it used to give you, I think, between 3 and 5 seconds of saturation, and that was wonderfully OP. I would have loved if they would have kept it in the game. I'm still kind of upset that they didn't, but as far as I heard now, that's no longer the case, so you now only get less than 1 second of that, which is, yeah, kind of a sad thing. Wow, that was just weird. Okay, so let's just make quite a bit of this stew. So I'll have to put all of this in and then the flour. And there we go. I don't even have enough space for all of it. But if I now go and, well, put my things back, and now go and take some damage and especially get out of the range of the beacon, and actually let me just do something here, because now redstone components can be placed not on the beacon, apparently. Yeah, so the button can't be placed on the beacon, but what can be placed is redstone dust. At least as far as I heard. So let's try that one. No. That is interesting, because I'm pretty sure it said that you could do that. Okay, so apparently that doesn't work. So you can only place things on the sides of beacons. I think that was the idea. In which case, let's try that then. Yeah, you can place things on the side of a beacon completely pointlessly. So that's nice. But yeah, I wanted to get out of the beacon range, take some damage, and try out this saturation stew, how good it still is, with it apparently having been nerfed. So there we go. There's a lot of lag. That did absolutely no damage, because I've got my feather falling on. Should have thought about that. There we go. That's better. Now we also get wonderful chunk loading issues like this one, where certain chunks just don't want to load. Absolutely fine. Best crafting ever, Mojang. So let me still get some more hunger while I try to avoid non-loading chunks, which is always fun, because they are here. You can clearly see they are here, but they don't render unless you break something that's easy to break. So that's really funny and funky here. I fell into something Yeah, ogre. So this is the weirdness that you get in a full release of Minecraft nowadays. Now it's even just this like part of the chunk, not even the whole chunk. It's really weird. I'd still like to lose some health, but there doesn't seem to be any possibility to do so. Yeah, absolutely none. But I'm going to try to get lower on health and hunger, and then we can look how good or how bad this now is. There we go. So now my hunger should slowly increase. And now we can test it. Okay, I can't be mad if it's still that good. I can't be mad. Okay, it's still wonderful. Yeah. It still is quite overpowered. So as much as I would love it to just give you a buff of 5 seconds of technically invincibility, I think that's still overpowered enough to be enjoyable and not too much at the same time. So that's good. Also, can you see this zombie in this non-loaded chunk? It's even a zombie villager, hey! Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. I don't think I can get this guy home safely, but yeah. Nice to see a zombie villager in the new skin here. So where are you? Don't want to join me? They seem to kind of lose the aggro if you are in water, which is weird. That shouldn't be the case. That totally shouldn't be the case. But yeah, this is the wonderful world of 1.14. I'm here. Yes, okay. Now it works. But usually zombies should be able to pathfind 65 blocks towards you. This one just lost in just like 10 blocks away. But still, okay, whatever. So yeah, that also. Oh, I forgot you are going to. Hang on. Is a zombie villager going to turn into a drowned? Huh. Because technically he shouldn't, because you should still be able to keep it as a villager, but let's test this. If he actually turns into a drowned. Bye bye, squid. It was nice meeting you. Now I should make sure that the zombie doesn't... Come on, get into this hole. There we go. Nice. He shouldn't be able to leave there. And now we can just make sure that he doesn't turn into a drowned. And another squid is griefing itself within a block. That's a new one. Okay. Well, sadly, as I kind of briefly went away to unload the chunks, he despawned. I tried to get him into a boat, but this didn't work. But no, he didn't turn into a drowned, and this is what we wanted to know. So now we know, nope, the zombie villager will not turn into a drowned, even if he sinks underwater, which is good. Okay, so much for that. And that pretty much means I have tested out everything I wanted to test out here. The saturation stew is still quite nice. So let me now actually make the experiment of getting really low health and ideally also really low hunger, and then see how good this still is. I should first take the shoes off, shouldn't I? Nice. That elytra jump there. Yes, that's good. Now, as you see, I am still regening quite a lot of hearts, and this is from the last suspicious stew that I ate. So, yeah, that is still quite powerful. I thought with the effect being like only a few ticks, it wouldn't be that great, but it seems to be still quite powerful. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. So if I could just take off here. Oh wow, that should have totally given me full damage, but it didn't. Okay. Huh. Interesting. That didn't give me any full damage either. And now I obviously have the regen beacon, which regenerates me. But at the same time, I think this then does take quite a bit of hunger away, so we can use it for that use. Okay. Oh, look at that! A wandering trader. Well, because it's night now, you can only see his llamas, but there is definitely a wandering trader. He just became invisible. So let me sleep on top of the leaves, by the way. Did you see? Beds can now be placed on leaves. I believe that wasn't the case before. However, still getting a lot of lag. Doesn't skip today. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not sure if the leaves would be a valid spawn point, so I wouldn't trust that. But here we have him, the wandering trader guy. Hello, sir. How can I help you on this fine day? Huh? Let's have a look. So he sells a sea pickle, a nautilus shell, a fern, a sugarcane, orange dye, or gunpowder. Not not the best trades that he could give, but yeah, he is there, and he has llamas. So what do you want more? Well, I tell you what I want more. Take damage to test out how good this stew still is. So I'm going to once again be playing the falling game here. And maybe I should also drown myself for some time here. Okay, that seems good. And now just going to drown myself. Dead fish. Oh. Well, if you try to drown yourself, you should actually stay underwater. And take your respiration helmet off. Those are two good tips. Now it seems like I'm still not drowning as quickly as I should, and that's some trouble, because as soon as I start taking damage, I might be taking damage fast. So in order to not die, I will need to get out of the water as soon as I start taking damage. Okay, that should be enough. So let's get some more hunger going. And then we are going to eat this stew. Those chunk loading issues are honestly terrible. And I can no longer run. Perfect. So let's say this is a situation I am in. And let's eat this stew. Come on. Okay, so one stew wasn't enough to get me full back, but if you have two of them, yeah, you quite nicely still regenerate your hearts. And as soon as you are almost back up, if you then get hungry, you could eat a third one, which will be the case right now. Come on. It should, yes, and then after a lot of lag, there you go, you are back. So they have nerfed it, it no longer needs one to be back full at health, but three of them. And so you also can't regenerate that quickly if you have lost all of your health. But if you haven't lost all of your health, but only a bit of it, then one stew will be enough to get you back up. So yeah, it got nerfed, but not as badly as I thought that this would be. Okay, so much for that, and now I'm like going to then de-enchant all of those books, and we'll see how many levels I can get out of. What was a good, I don't know, like many days and possibly weeks of AFK fishing worth of enchanted books. So it's not a thing that would come easy to you, but yeah. And now I just have to find my way home without rockets. Because I also don't have my thing with me, my ender chest here. So I have to find my way home. And normally in 1.13 that was actually quite easy, because I could just get onto the rooftops and would see my beacon. But with this whole chunk loading issue thing here, yeah, not so great. I see one of my tall trees there though, so that is a giveaway. Yeah, and there's the trader, so that helps. Okay. Yeah, so one tip I can give you for a survival world, if you want to find back to your base, obviously as soon as you've defeated at least one wither, make a beacon, but even more, plant tall trees. Like, where is it? Somewhere back here I have got a few spruce trees, which are actually in finding home slightly better than the beacon, I would say. Well, in like one here, up there. So like on a hill, plant a few spruce or jungle trees, and that will also help you find your way back if you're not too far away but kind of have not exactly the idea which direction you should go in. Tall trees kind of help with that. So one double chest of mostly just with 1 or 2 enchanted books out of the grindstone gets you 35 levels of experience. And I've got like 4 or 5 of such chests in this single player world that I played for, well, from when 1.13.2 came out till now. So, yeah. If I would call this overpowered, then I think I wouldn't be the only one. But I like it. I like such slightly more extreme things. And we are up to 49. Well, that was quite something. So let me just get out of this area for a short time and get some remaining books here. Well, yeah, that would be all of those and all of those. So I'm just going to move this setup now and yeah, see how things go. Well, there we have another small bug. So this is currently on a local area network world, and I just went with the operator account. I just went to the Nether, and this caused the other account to get disconnected. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That should be also whichever like how I just looked in that bad. That should, I guess, also not be. And there we are, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double chests full of enchanted books. We have got 59 levels, and that's from 0. So you can get, with like all of those enchanted books, about 60 levels. And now, because this is a backup of this world anyway, let's have a look what I get if I also put all of the things that I've been using the whole time into here. That's the grindstone for you. It can get you quite a lot of XP quite quickly if you have the few resources that it takes. Yeah,